Well, sunshine, we got us a dandy today. I got some chainsaw pornography here. A whole box full of it. We're going to have to dig into it. I'll probably open it on a different video, but we're going to dig into it. We got us a whole, and I've been in it. I know what's in it. I ain't opened a single package of it yet. I know what the packages are. Ryan at Wolf Creek Saw Shop, man, he hooked us up. What are we doing? Well, you probably can't hardly recognize it, and I didn't show cleaning it up, but this is Bob's MS361, okay, stock. And I've never had a stock one on the dyno yet, and this one ain't gonna qualify because the piston was chewed up a little bit, and we had a leak on the base gasket, okay? But that didn't keep me from getting some stock timing numbers, which I didn't have either. I'm going to take this opportunity, I'm going to get you some timing numbers, and I'm probably going to go a little bit more in-depth on the timing numbers than what most people do. Not that I'm doing anything earth-shattering, I'm just going to give you more than what we normally do. And no, I'm not going to sit here and roll this around and make us watch a needle 15 or 20 times. I'm just going to tell you what they are because I've already done it. The bore, of course, 47 millimeter, 1.849 inches. Intake, 71.5 degrees for 143. Now, that's 1.104 inches wide, which equates to 59% of the bore, if I done my math right. And I ain't double checked anything, I just done it all once and kind of wrote it down here on Sharpie. I'll transfer it to my book. Now, our exhaust is 104. Okay, which is about kind of what you expect. And it's 0.986 wide. The best I can tell, because it's got carbon in it. I ain't removed any of the carbon because when I get ready to do that, I'm going to grind on it anyway a little bit. But it appeared to be 0.986 inches wide, which is 53% of the width of the diameter, bore width. Transfers 130 degrees and they're flat. Well, just as a constant reminder to everybody that I am a hack, don't pretend to be anything else, that chainsaws are just a hobby. I ain't no good at them. And, yeah, we had about 8 good days of dry weather here today. Don't know when the video come out. It's the 5th of June right now. Hey, happy birthday, JD, by the way. Yeah, hauled off cattle today. Hauled off 3 steers to the freezer camp there for 3 customers, and got about 100 big bales baled in 2 days. Of course, I'm a one-man operation. And here comes that damn bottle lamb. Oh, you guys are going to have to see him. Oh, can you see him? Yeah, I don't know. What are you doing, you jerk? Let me move you. What are you doing, you jerk? Why are you coming to see me? You're weaned. Don't you know you're weaned? You are weaned. Don't tell me you're not. So anyhow, yeah, I got big bales baled. Had some drying weather. Of course, my hay operation I was about 100 acres, a little bit less than that. I'm retired, to anybody that don't know. I'm lazy and I'm retired. Chainsaws are a hobby. Sometimes I don't even have time to play with my hobby. So, why am I telling you all that? Well, because MS361's got offset transfers, right? I told you that's 130 degrees. That ain't right. I may even edit that part out because it makes me look like a moron. Worse of a moron than I am. But I'll tell you, I told you it's 130 degrees. And they are on, but they're 130 and 133 is what they are. Good time to tell you. Just a reminder, I measure everything with 035 MIG wire, not with rail light or whatever's arbitrary, whatever. I don't like the perception difference. May see light different one day. Hell, I'm diabetic. I may see a gap of light at 1 degree next day, and the next day it may take me 5 degrees and a spotlight to see it. MIG wire, I can time these things blind. I can close my eyes and time them. Other than I gotta see the needle. Squish. I just get jabbering and get off the side, don't I? Sorry. Squish is 32 thousandths, which isn't too bad, is it? Now the base gasket was 20 thousandths. So if a guy, that's a caution a guy. This is a Stihl like I say, it's genuine steel. Never been a part I know of. The guy bought it brand new, and I don't think it's ever had anything done to it. Okay. Base gasket was 20 thousandths thick, so if a guy would take and just do a base gasket delete without checking the squish, what are you going to wind up with? 12 thousandths squish, plus a little bit of gasket sealer, maybe 14, 15 thousandths squish, and maybe that's enough for a 60cc saw. Huh, I don't know. So what are we up to? The piston. The piston is 68.41 grams, okay? The pin is 12.15 grams. Usually stock steel has some pretty light pins in them. I probably won't be any lighter than that on any of these, but it's what we got. The whole assembly, 2 rings, 2 clips, piston, pin, 85.33 grams, okay? I'm gonna write all that down. You know, what are we gonna do here that you ain't watching? Well, we're going to get into this box here and decide what we're going to do. We've already decided, and if this is your first time watching, welcome. Man, I sure the hell appreciate you being here, digging down here in my parts box, my old parts box. Now, if it's your first time, this stock cylinder, and this saw's got some arrows on it. You can go back and see what it was when I tore it apart. And you can see it here, and if I remember, I'll actually throw the other picture on. You can see evidence right here of gasoline wash, fuel air. You can see evidence of wash here, and it was leaking in between this base and the gasket. The base of the cylinder and the gasket, not in between the gasket and the case. It wasn't leaking there. It was case, gasket, leak, cylinder on this side, which is the clutch side, okay? So we're going to have to take a little bit off. It appears that it's not flat, right? It could be something else that's flat. But anyhow, we're going to check it up, and we're going to take a little bit off, right? Well, how much can we take off? I don't know. If we put this base gasket back in, we'll say we can take off 12 thousandths, won't we? But we're not putting this piston back in there. So, now, Ryan at Wolf Creek Saws, and guys, I can't say enough. I can't say enough good about him. He hooked me up, and he hooked me up big time. And if you guys would do me a favor, I reckon, if you guys would do me a favor, next time you call him and order parts, would you, even if you knew about him before me, let him know that, hey, you seen him here too. You know what I'm saying? If you seen him with Harvey or Charlie or Tin Man or whoever you seen him with first, that's fine. I'm not trying to take that away from them guys, but I'm saying he just hooked me up big time, cut me a heck of a deal on all this stuff, and I called needing the Meteor piston and parts for our upcoming saw builds, and really what I was asking for was a Meteor piston to go in here because this one scored. But bottom line, if you can find it in your heart, just remember to tell him, hey, Chaff and Sawdust, he's saying he's happy about you and he likes your parts. And I did hear you about him there too. I'd appreciate you doing me that favor. That's a favor you could do to me. So what am I doing here? Well, he sent me a gasket set, which will be a exhaust gasket, it looks like, and a base gasket. Well, I want to see how thick that base gasket is. And why do we care about that? Well, it's kind of important. And I don't even have to take it all the way out. The steel base gasket, the stock base gasket, was pretty solid. It felt substantial, right? And it was 20 thousandths thick. Sorry, guys, I'm not doing too good here on the video recording. It was 20 thousandths thick. So, about lost that, and we're going to want that. That's the piston and pin. Let me put that pin back in there. the other base gasket was 20 thousandths thick, so I want to see what the base gaskets are that Ryan sent me. Maybe about the same. Well, that's millimeters. We don't want the millimeters. About the same, about 19, 20 thousandths thick, so perfect. Just what the guy's after, 18, 19 thousandths. Which is going to put us right in the ballpark. So why did I need to know that? Well, because I'm going to chuck this cylinder up in the lathe, and I'm going to take off a few thousandths. And I'm going to take off enough to clean that cylinder up so it's going to mount, so it's going to seal good again. It had an air leak there. Why do I care what the gasket is? Well, so I can calculate. Remember, we had 32,000 squish, and just for shins and grins, let's claim we're shooting for 20,000 squish. 18 probably be all right. 25 would be all right. But we're going to shoot for 20. Nice round number. So if my base gasket is 20, and I'm at 32, that means I can take 12 thousandths off this base and get to 20 if the piston pin height's the same. And I think we're going to go with this Meteor piston. Now, I have not opened these yet, guys. I'll be honest with you. Man, big old bubble wrap. That's an Oregon spark plug. That's not even one of them whatchamacallit plugs, is it? Now, we're going to look at this here after a while. I'm going to open this up different. I'll probably put this all back in there and open it up on an unboxing. Just because I'm so happy. The nice circlips without, man, I like that. They don't have the tab on them. They're like an OEM circlip. Man, I'll tell you what, guys. I'll tell you. You know me. I'm tight. I don't let myself have good parts. Everything I've always done, because I tear stuff up so fast experimenting, that I don't allow myself to have good parts, because I'm going to tear them up anyway. I just will have the cheapest thing Amazon can send me. This is the first aftermarket cylinder I've ever had in my hands that wasn't just the cheapest, sometimes not the cheapest by $2 or $3, but you get what I'm saying. This is the first time in my life I haven't had just the cheapest daggum thing you can buy. Man, and just pulling the piston out, the finish on that is so superior. It just feels better, looks better. It's just far superior to like whatever I can get on Amazon. Now this, we're not totally on there. This Meteor piston does appear to be about 4 thousandths proud of this stock piston. It's a little bit taller right here, okay? You can drag her that way, and that's okay too. Why did I want to drag it out? So I know how much to take off. I said I can take off 12 thousandths off the base earlier, right? Well, I better take off about 8 thousandths. If we're 6 thousandths proud here, that's going to lower my original squish. If I put everything back together the same, I can take 6 thousandths off 32 and wind up with 26 thousandths, right? We're putting in an 18, 19 thousandths base gasket down there. I estimated it at 20, rounded it up. I think I can still take off about 8 thousandths here off this piston. And we're going to wind up at 18, 19 thousandths squish. And I think that's where I'm going to be. So I'm going to put these parts right back in this cylinder. Because, man, we're gonna unbox the crap out of that one this time. I'm just so happy that what Ryan's done. But heck, there was a gasket there too. Huh. Boy, you got me fam-dangled now. There is a gasket in that Meteor. I'm telling you, I haven't opened any of this stuff. Let's see how thick it is. We're having some options here, ain't we? Let's not act like an idiot. I'm like a kid at Christmas time. Like I say, if you can find it in your heart to tell him that you seen him here. You're at Wolf Creek Saw Shop, wolfcreeksawshop.com. Real good guy to do business with. 18.5 thousandths. Pretty similar. 18 thousandths. Real good guy to do business with. It's personal. He's not a great big conglomeration. You're going to get personal attention from him. He's one of those small businesses that you're going to either email him or call him, and he's going to call you back or email you back or whatever the case may be, and you can order online through him. But just be aware, this ain't like Amazon, and I'm glad of it. This is personal service. I call him up and I tell him what I need, and I don't have to hardly half get out of my mouth. I don't make him look stuff up for me if I know what it is, but he knows. I'm like, hey, I'm working on a blah, 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 and I'm going to need a carburetor kit for it, or I got something coming next week that's going to be needing a carburetor kit. I know it's just which one you're going to need. Heck, I'll get her in the mail. It'll be there before saw is, maybe, or something along those lines. So order from him if you don't mind. If you're going to order from anybody, at least check him out. And if you do order from him, or if you have ordered from him in the past, enough advertising. Because MS361's got offset transfers, right? I told you there's 130 degrees. That ain't right. I may even edit that part out because it makes me look like a moron. Worse of a moron than I am. But I'll tell you, I told you it's 130 degrees, and they are on, but they're 130 and 133 is what they are. So I don't know. We got the base cut. I just checked squish on it. Excuse me, with a stock base gasket. It's 19.5 thousandths. I'm gonna run just a little bit. We're gonna wind up with probably, damn hiccups. We're gonna wind up with probably around 18.5 to 19 thousand squish, which is fine. I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding on here. Ooh, we're gonna wind up with less squish than that, ain't we? We got us a shorter piston. Anyway, we're good though. So I'm gonna do a little bit of grinding. I'm not gonna touch. I'm gonna clean up that exhaust port right there, kind of gasket match it, and just clean the carbon out. I'm not gonna change timing in there, and I probably won't change timing on the. I'm not gonna change timing anywhere. I'm not even gonna mess with the intake or the exhaust. This guy don't want it, don't need it. He just wanted it fixed and had an air leak, so I'm fixing the air leak. That's why I did the base cut. It was actually not true. It wasn't a true cut on that, and so we trued that up. I will probably do just a little bit of lower transfer work and smooth out some upper transfers. They're kind of rougher in the cob in there. And I don't mind rough as a texture. I mean rough as in casting bumps and stuff. We'll take some of that out. Well, guys, I lost a lot of video for some reason. I don't know. I thought I had it. It's a good thing I went to editing this. It was raining today. It's missing right in the middle. I was telling you that I was getting ready to start grinding on this piston, and I'm going to. I still got that video of one, of just one of the windows here, and I'll show that to you right now. Now, hopefully you can see which side did I do. I got it backwards. This here's the side I've ground on so far. Now, I haven't ground on anything else other than this one window on the inside too. You can see my window's a little bit bigger, and it's roughed in pretty good. Now, I'm hoping I'm gonna try to get that just right in there. Now, hopefully you can see right over in here. See, I massaged that into the edge of that piston, and we got a whole lot nicer channel for that air to come up in there now, don't we? Hopefully that's what we're after. Just for curiosity, how much did I lose on that much grinding? We was at 65.01 grams before. 63.87. We've already lost 1.14 grams. We do that times 4, 3 more. We stand to lose quite a bit of weight off this piston. We should get down under 60 grams easy. I doubt we'll push it hard enough to get 55 or something, because nah, I don't need to go that critical on this saw. It is just going to be an abused saw. This saw will live life abused. Ain't no doubt. That piston, of course, it's not this one, it's that one. Started out at 68.01 grams. We made it down to 58.33 grams. Just short of 10% of the weight off that piston, 6.27 grams off of it, right? 6.5 grams would have been 10%. So a quarter gram within 10%. We got that piston lightened up pretty good, and man, I wish I could have shown it to you, because I thought it looked good. But anyhow, sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. But what happened since last time when I shut the camera off? Well, I've talked to Charlie for a while, sent Harvey a message, talked to some guys that I dropped their beef steers off at freezer camp yesterday. I've drank a barley pop or two. I've worked on a daggum muffler mod on this 260 or 361. I'd heard that like a 440 two-piece muffler would fit on it. Nah, not without some modifications. If you guys have a preference for that, let me know. But the last I left you, we was grinding on the piston, wasn't we? And I showed you the first hole was at 65.01 grams to begin with. We'll round that down to 65 grams. 10% of that would be 6.5 grams, right? So 65 minus 6.5, we'd be down to 6 off 65 is 59, so 58 and a half. We're 58.88. We're almost down 10%. After I got down that piston, we was down to 58.88. I'm glad I didn't do the math first, or I'd have probably made that other 0.3 of a gram. But that's where we're at. Anyhow, while I was on the phone to everybody, I stuck it together and ended up pulling one of my mufflers off of one of my host formas and putting on it. So no muffler mod. Piston work and lower transfer work is basically all we got on here. I'm gonna see if we can get her started up for the first run. We'll get a heat cycle on it. We'll let you see it. So we got brand new piston caber rings. One could assume they'll take a while to seat in, right? But that's where we're at. We don't have a top cover on it. We can put it on there, but we're not there yet. And it's dry. Oh, and I just put a carburetor kit in it, so it's dry. doing just fine. We're leaking bar oil all over the place. I'll take him out, quit hollering at you. We're leaking bar oil all over the place. And I'll tell you what, guys, I hate to string you guys along this here all the time, but I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna wait, put it on the video, dyno till the next video. And I may just make a short video on the dyno, something I can make a short on. I never make shorts, right? So I may make a short, just a short video of putting this thing on dyno, for whatever that's worth. I don't like that bolt. Yeah, so anyhow, guys, appreciate it. Appreciate you guys hanging around. Sorry I didn't show you the piston after it was done, but you got an idea what it was going to look like. We took 10% off the piston, weight-wise, give or take. We've got this all together. Sound like it run all right. Can't wait to get it on dyno. These cable rings probably take a little bit to break in, so we'll play with that a little bit as we go. Guys, appreciate it. Man, get down there in the comments. Just banter with me. Tell me what you think. Be mean to me. Be nice to me. Whatever suits you. Guys, appreciate her. Have a big time.